Hello everyone. It's amazing to be here today, sharing this moment and energy with you all. Let me remind you, life is too short, too valuable, and overflowing with potential for us to drift through it mindlessly. Every ambitious, driven, and powerful woman I know follows a set of guiding principles, rules, if you will, that shape her journey. Today, I'm here to share 7 of those rules with you. These aren't just ideas or insights, they are the keys to unlocking your best self, stepping into your power, and creating the life you truly deserve. 1. Own your power. There comes a defining moment in every woman's life when she must look in the mirror and decide, will I shrink or will I claim everything meant for me? Owning your power starts right there, in that moment. It begins when you stop waiting for permission, stop seeking validation, and stop questioning what you already know deep inside. You are enough. Let me say that again for those who need to hear it loud and clear. You are enough. Not as others think you should be, not as society expects you to be, but as you are right now, in all your brilliance, your flaws, and your greatness. Stop apologizing for your greatness. Why do we do this? Why do we shrink ourselves to make others comfortable? Why do we hold back our ideas, talents, and dreams? Because at some point, someone told us we were too much, too loud, too ambitious, too bold. But from this moment forward, I want you to stop saying sorry when you've done nothing wrong. Stop apologizing for taking up space. Stop dimming your light because you think it's too bright for others. Your voice has power. Owning your power also means speaking your truth. How many times have you held back your words to avoid conflict? How often have you stayed silent when you should have spoken up? Smart women know their voice is their power, so use it. Speak up in meetings. Advocate for yourself. Say no when you mean no. And say yes to opportunities that scare you but excite you too. When you embrace your voice, you don't just transform your own life, you empower others to do the same. Own your choices. Taking full responsibility for your life isn't always easy. People will disappoint you, plans will fail, and challenges will arise. But here's what I've learned. Powerful women don't let life happen to them. They happen to life. While you may not control everything, you always control how you respond. Every single day, you have the power to choose who you want to be, how you want to show up, and what kind of energy you bring to the world. Never give that power away. Step into your space. The next time you enter a room, I want you to own it, not with arrogance, but with confidence. Confidence that you belong. Confidence that you are just as worthy, capable, and deserving as anyone else there. Too often, we walk into spaces and second-guess ourselves. Am I good enough? Do I belong here? What if I fail? Let me tell you this. You belong in any room you step into. And if the door doesn't open for you, build your own. The world doesn't define your worth. You do. Owning your power isn't just about what you achieve. It's about who you become. It's about fully stepping into your potential, unapologetically and fearlessly. Ladies, your power isn't something you need to find, earn, or ask for. It's already inside you. The real question is, are you ready to claim it? 2. Trust your intuition. Let me share something that took me years to fully grasp. Your gut, your intuition, is your most powerful compass. It's that quiet inner voice nudging you, telling you when something feels right and warning you when it doesn't. It speaks before your mind has even processed the situation, offering guidance even when the facts aren't all there. Your intuition is a gift, a whisper from your higher self saying, "This is the way." Stop second-guessing what you already know. How many times have you ignored that deep feeling in your gut? Maybe you told yourself it wasn't logical, or that it didn't make sense. Perhaps you listened to someone else's opinion instead of trusting your own inner wisdom. And then later you look back and thought, "I should have trusted myself. I knew all along." Let me tell you something important. Your gut never lies. It's not something to question. It's something to honor. When you trust your intuition, you're trusting yourself. Intuition isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's wisdom in disguise. Some might say intuition is nothing more than a hunch, but I'm here to tell you otherwise. It's the sum of every experience, every lesson, and every moment you've lived. It holds the knowledge you've gathered over time. When you listen to your intuition, you're connecting with the deepest, most authentic part of yourself. The world, however, will try to silence it. It will bombard you with noise, distractions, and opinions. People will tell you, "That doesn't make sense," or "Are you sure?" But here's the truth. Your intuition isn't about logic or what seems reasonable to others. It's about what feels right to you. Smart women know how to tune out the noise and trust that persistent inner voice that says, "This is your truth." Stillness is key. You can't hear your gut if you're always rushing, always distracted, always busy. Listening to your intuition requires stillness. It calls for moments of pause, of deep breaths, of sitting with yourself in silence. That's when the whispers become clear. That's when you can separate your true feelings from the chaos around you. Smart women make space for their intuition to speak. And more importantly, they listen. You don't need all the answers. Let me free you from something. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't have to explain why you feel the way you do. Sometimes I just know is reason enough. Your gut doesn't need validation. It doesn't need proof. It simply needs your trust. Smart women follow their intuition even when they don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. They understand that the path will reveal itself as they walk it. Your gut is a superpower. Intuition doesn't just guide you, it protects you. It warns you when something isn't right. It leads you toward opportunities that align with your soul. Your gut is your superpower, the one thing that will never lead you astray. But here's an important distinction. Sometimes, fear tries to disguise itself as intuition. How do you tell the difference? Fear is loud, frantic, and chaotic. Intuition is calm, steady, and grounded. Smart women learn to recognize the difference. They understand that intuition feels like a gentle nudge, not a forceful push. It brings clarity, not confusion. Trusting your intuition isn't just about making the right choices. It's about trusting yourself. It's about knowing deep down that you already have everything you need to navigate life. So the next time your gut speaks, don't ignore it. Don't doubt it. Listen. Your intuition is the voice of your wisdom, your power, and your truth. 3. Celebrate yourself. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly celebrated you? Not for what you did for others, not for crossing something off your to-do list, but simply for being the brilliant, one-of-a-kind woman that you are. Too many of us are waiting. Waiting for the right moment, the right achievement, the right level of success before we allow ourselves to celebrate. But here's what you need to know. You are worthy of celebration right here, right now, exactly as you are. Stop waiting for permission. Let's be real. Society doesn't always encourage women to celebrate themselves. We're taught to be humble, to downplay our accomplishments, to focus on everyone else. But hear me loud and clear. You do not need permission to celebrate yourself. You don't have to wait for someone else to recognize your brilliance. Because if you don't take the time to honor yourself, who will? Smart women understand that self-celebration isn't arrogance, it's self-love. And self-love is the foundation for everything else in life. Recognize every win, big and small. We're quick to applaud others. Yet when it comes to ourselves, we brush our victories aside. We tell ourselves it's not a big deal. But let me remind you, every win is worth celebrating. Did you get out of bed and push forward, even when you didn't feel like it? That's a win. Did you speak up in a meeting? That's a win. Did you finally start working toward a dream you've been putting off? That's a win. Smart women don't wait for massive milestones to celebrate. They understand that every step forward, no matter how small, deserves recognition. Celebrate the woman you've become. Take a moment and reflect. Think about the woman you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Think about everything she's overcome. The challenges, the lessons, the growth. Now, look at who you are today. See how far you've come. You've survived moments that you thought would break you. You've grown in ways you never imagined. And you've done it all with grace, courage, and strength. That alone is worth celebrating. Create your own celebration rituals. Here's something I encourage you to try. Create a celebration ritual just for yourself. Maybe it's lighting a candle and reflecting on your journey. Maybe it's treating yourself to something special. Maybe it's dancing around your living room to your favorite song. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to remind you that you matter. Smart women know that celebrating themselves isn't self-indulgence. It's self-care. It's a way of saying, I see you, I honor you, I'm proud of you. 4. Own your greatness. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Stop downplaying your brilliance because you're afraid of being too much. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to be proud of your achievements. You are allowed to shine. And when you celebrate yourself, you're not just uplifting yourself. You're giving other women permission to do the same. Celebrate the journey, not just the outcome. Life isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about embracing the journey. Celebrate the messy middle. Celebrate the progress, even if you're not exactly where you want to be yet. Smart women recognize that every step, every stumble, every effort is worth celebrating, because the process is where the magic happens. Ladies, hear me when I say this. You don't need a special occasion to celebrate yourself. You are the occasion. So start today. Start now. Because when you celebrate yourself, you're not just honoring your past. You're setting the stage for an even brighter future. You are worth it. Celebrating yourself isn't just an act of self-love. It's an act of revolution. It's standing in your power and declaring, I am enough, I am worthy, I am extraordinary. Every time you honor your growth, your resilience, and your victories, you're not just lifting yourself up, you're inspiring others to do the same. So don't wait for the world to notice your brilliance. Make every moment the right moment. Throw your arms up, raise your glass, take a bow, because you Yes, you are worth celebrating. Today, tomorrow, and every single day after.